So hello and welcome anime viewers and watchers to another brand new video. Today we'll be talking about the top 7 anime where the MC is betrayed but comes back overpowered. At number 7 on our list we have The Rising of a Shield Hero. Stories of old tell of four otherworldly heroes wielding the sword, spear, bow, and shield who defended the land from wave after wave of calamity. With the fate of the world in balance, the kingdom of Melmark summons these legendary figures in modern day Japan. Their call is answered, and the unwitting heroes are transported to this fantasy universe. Thrust into Melmark and given the title of Shield Hero, Taku Naofumi Iwatani is labeled the weakest due to his lack of offensive capability and apparent inexperience. When the heroes part ways to start their journey, he only has one willing companion, the beautiful princess Mayan Melomark. However, she soon betrays him, steals all his money, and accuses him of taking advantage of her. For his elite crimes, Naofumi is branded a criminal and made outcast of society. With hatred filling his heart, he sets out alone, vowing vengeance against those who wronged him. At number 6 on our list, we have Sorcerous Stabber, Orphan. 6 years ago, at the magic school known as the Tower of Fang, a grave accident happened involving the magic sword belt Tender and the magic user Azali. Unable to control the sword's power, Azali was transformed into the shape of a grey dragon who since that day became known as Bloody August. Crulansalo, a young magician at the tower who cared greatly for Azal, found much to his disgust that the elders of the Tower of Fang were less than willing to save Azal and wanted rather to pretend the accident never happened. Angered by this trend, Crulansalo swore that he would find a way to return Azal to his former self. Thus, he forsook the name Crulansalo and declared himself orphan, leaving the tower and his magical studies behind to wander the world. At number 5 on our list, we have the heroic legend of Arslan. In the prosperous kingdom of Pars lies the royal capital of Ecbatana, a city of splendor and wonder, ruled by the undefeated and fearsome king Angragorus. Arslan is the young and curious prince of Pars who, despite his best efforts, doesn't seem to have what it takes to be a proper king like his father. At the age of 14, Arslan goes to his first battle and loses everything as the blood-soaked mist of the war gives way to the scorching flames, beginning him to face the demise of his once glorious kingdom. However, it is Arslan's destiny to be the ruler, and despite the trials that face him, he must now embark on the journey to reclaim his fallen kingdom. At number 4 on our list, we have Black Lagoon. Rokora Okijima, an average Japanese businessman who has been living a dull and monotonous life when he finally gets his chance for a change of pace with a delivery trip to Southeast Asia. His business trip was swiftly going downfall as Rokoro is captured by a mercenary group operating in Rohanapur called Black Lagoon. The group plans to use him as a bargaining chip in negotiations, which ultimately failed. Now abandoned and betrayed by his former employer, Rokura decides to join Black Lagoon. In order to survive, he must quickly adapt to his new environment and prepare himself for the bloodshed and tribulation to come. A non-stop high-octane thriller, Black Lagoon dives into the depths of human morality and virtue. Witness Rokuro struggling to keep his values and philosophies intact as he slowly transforms from a businessman to a ruthless mercenary. At number 3, we have Arifureta, from commonplace to world's strongest. 17-year-old Hajime Nagumo is your average everyday otaku. However, his simple life of pulling all-nighters and sleeping in school is suddenly turned upside down when he, along with the rest of his class, is summoned to a fantasy world. They are treated like heroes and tasked with the duty of saving the human race from utter extinction. But what should have been an otaku's wet dream quickly turns into Hajime's nightmare. While the rest of his class are blessed with godlike power, Hajime's job, synergist, only has a single transformation skill. Ridiculed and bullied by his classmates for being weak, he soon finds himself in despair. Will he be able to survive in his dangerous world of monsters and demons with only a glorified blacksmith's level of strength? Let's find out. At number 2, we have World Trigger. When a gate to another world suddenly opens on Earth, Mikado City is invaded by the strange creatures known as neighbors, malicious beings impervious to traditional weaponry. In response to their arrival, an organization called the Border Defense Agency has been established to combat the neighbor menace through special weapons called triggers. Even though several years have passed after the gate first opened, neighbors are still a threat and members of Border remain on guard to ensure the safety of this planet. Despite this delicate situation, members in training such as Osamu Mikumu are not permitted to use their triggers outside of headquarters, but when the mysterious new student in this class is dragged into forbidden area by bullies, they are attacked by neighbors and Osamu has no choice but what to do he believes is right. Much to his surprise, however, this transfer student Yuma Kuga makes short work of the aliens, revealing that he's a humanoid neighbor in disguise. And finally on our list we have 7 Deadly Sins. In a world similar to the European Middle Ages, the feared yet revered Holy Knights of Britannia use immensely powerful magic to protect the region of Britannia and its kingdoms. However, a small subset of the knights supposedly betrayed their homeland and turned their blades against their comrades in an attempt to overthrow the ruler of Lyons. They were defeated by the Holy Knights, but rumors continue to persist that these legendary knights, called the Seven Deadly Sins, were still alive. 10 years later, the Holy Knights themselves staged a coup d'etat and thus became the new tyrannical rulers of the Kingdom of Lyons. In the following adventures of Elizabeth, the third princess of the Kingdom of Lyons, and her search for the seven deadly sins, with the help she endeavors to not only take back her kingdom from the Holy Knights, but to also seek justice in an unjust world. Well, thank you for watching. That was all for the video, and make sure to subscribe to this channel and also press the bell icon, and if you like this video, make sure to like. So that was all for the video. Goodbye, sayonara.